Hello, this is Daniel Piatek. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. I wanted to come and talk a little bit about some of what's going on astrologically right now in support of us actually manifesting what we most deeply desire. So I am not an astrologer. I've not been trained. It's not my thing. However, because I was feeling some I am, however, highly intuitive. So I was feeling a very particular change of the energy happened right around the first of the year. So I started doing some research to see if I could get some idea that would satisfy my mind on what was going on. And I ended up diving into this huge well of astrological information about what's happening right now. And I wanted to just share a little bit of it, but more so in how you can use the energies that are happening now in order for you to really get what you want in your life at this time. So we had a solar eclipse a couple nights ago now. There'll be a lunar eclipse, a moon eclipse in a little less than 2 weeks. It'll be a full eclipse. And eclipses are times of big shifts. And so the solar eclipse from a couple nights ago, basically, a solar eclipse is like a super new moon. It's the time when you want to plant seeds. So we're in a time of a very fertile universe asking us to plant a seed during a year that is set up for us to really get clear about what we want so that the universe can deliver it to us. So while I don't look at astrology as being predictive, I do find it in my life at times to be incredibly helpful to help me to navigate and to use the energies that are happening all around me and all around us to support what I really want. So what do you really want? Have you thought about this? I mean, this is the time of the year when most of us usually do it. Have you given some thought about what you really want to create for yourself? Because now is the time to do it, not only because it's the first of the year, but the energies of the planet are here to support us, not only in terms of bringing forward and making real what we want, but in us getting clear for ourselves. So, as you've done that, or not, or as you become aware of what's going on, something quite the opposite of that may seem to be what's going on, and it's what I'm hearing from people that I'm talking to is part of what's happening right now. I've seen it myself, is that in order to make room for the new desires, the new dreams to rise up in us, the things that are old, leftover, time to get rid of are coming up. So fear, lack of self-worth, doubt, all these kind of things are coming up. And so as they come up, what I'm going to encourage you to do is to actually stop and take a look at them and look at it like the universe is, in essence, kind of going through your closet right now. It's helping you to sort out what of this wardrobe you've had for probably quite a long time you want to keep and what you want to throw away. So you become aware of self-doubt, let's say, in some form or fashion comes up, is take a minute to stop and look at it. Actually stop and look at it like you've pulled out an old shirt out of the closet and say, oh, look, yes, I see that was from then. That was actually a gift from such and such. And all of the times in which you wore that shirt, etc. So the same with the self-doubt is, yes, I remember this. This has gone back as long as I can remember. It's come up here, and it's stopped me from doing this, that, and the other thing. I no longer need that. And I'm talking about this kind of flippantly, but and on one hand, it's good to bring that kind of energy to looking at these things of not taking it too seriously. And at the same time, I'm going to ask you to take the dream that's trying to come forward in you now seriously enough that you clear out what's in the way. So look at that self-doubt in the face and say, I see you. I can see maybe where you served me and you kept me out of this situation or that. I can see how in these other things you've really gotten in my way. And I no longer need you now. And be willing to put that aside, to put it behind you, and ask the universe for help. In whatever way you do that, ask the universe for help. I no longer need this. I want to leave this behind. So as you do that, as the weights, the things that hold you back from actually being who you want to be and living the life you want to live show up for you now, is look at them, choose whether you want to keep them or not. Maybe there's great things that come up and say, yes, this serves me well. I can see myself wearing this suit at the next event, blah, 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 metaphorically speaking. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep this part of myself that I really like, that's making itself known to you. So go through your closet as these things are coming up and decide what you want to keep and not. So as you do that, these deeper desires will be able to become more clear to you. These things that are stirring in you, because the universe is stirring them up right now. And start paying attention, even if they don't make sense. Like it could be a desire, I really want to learn to do mountain biking, blah, blah, blah. I really want to do that. Something that may not make any sense to you whatsoever, or something that's really been there for a long time that is poking its head up again and saying, hey, this is something you really want to be doing. Start to pay attention to it. So as you do, and as this window is opening up, of these desires becoming more and more known to you, I want to share a situation I had. Something happened to me a couple of days ago, which I found very interesting. And because what happened is that we went up to the mountains for the day, and it's an area where we would like to move to someday. And we went up there just to spend some time. It was a beautiful day. And as we were going about the day doing different things, it was just the most interesting experience. It was like I would see little glimpses of my future life there. So seeing myself spending time in this space, which was this beautiful place up in the mountains, seeing myself going up there and spending time, being down in the village and imagining myself actually shopping at some of these stores, being there for the Three Kings Parade on January the 6th, which is, it's a whole other matter. It's the 12th day of Christmas, Three Kings Day, the parade in the village, and I'm thinking, this will be really amazing to have this be a part of my life. But it was like seeing these little snippets show up of the dream fulfilled. And what was so interesting for me is that it was how quickly my mind would come in and want to, in essence, shut it down and say, well, that's not possible because there's this, this, and this in your life. And you know, basically the voice of doom and gloom coming up in some way saying that'll never happen for you. It's just old voices. But it was so interesting to see, because that can also be a clue to you that you're onto something, and it can help you to see some of those things that are in the closet that need to be cleared out. The other thing I saw about it is, in terms of the astrology, it's like Neptune was bringing forth this dream. We want to live in the mountains. We love it there. And bringing forth this dream, beginning to show me the outlines of this possibility that I want to create for myself. And then Saturn comes in, the energy of reality, saying, in essence, hold it, not so fast. In order for you to do that, you need to handle this, this, and this. So that was a very different take on what could have looked like, oh, that's just not possible because of this and this and this. But because I understood the astrology that was going on now, I could see that experience through the lens of, hold on a second, the universe is here to support me right now to have what I want. That's what's going on in the planets now. And in order for me to actually have what I want, which is to live in the mountains, there are these things which will have to be dealt with. So dealing with, having transportation, the list. There's real life stuff that have to be dealt with to do that. And Saturn was just saying, hold on a second. If you really want that, I hear you really want that. In order for you to have that, these things have to be dealt with. So what initially felt like something trying to kill my dream, because I knew the astrology, I could say, hold on a second. This is actually the universe supporting me by lovingly saying, you want that? These are the things you have to handle. So incredibly helpful. So instead of having my dream killed and me just, feeling defeated and, oh, I'll never have that, I was able to see it for how it actually is, which is the universe trying to support me. So what I'm going to suggest is, in order for you to make the best use of these astrological energies right now, take some time really soon and spend some time with yourself and get in touch with the deeper movements inside of you, the deeper levels of desire. So desire is the way that God speaks to us. It says, hey, there's this. And it brings our attention to a certain place. But it needs you to tune in to see where it is that desire is sparking. So I really encourage you to do that, because the universe, and if you look at it astrologically, I just find it's a very helpful lens to look at, is that there's energies, not only astrologically, but cosmically. There's some intense energies coming in right now that are basically, and this is what I felt like on July 1st or January 1st and 2nd. It was like suddenly I felt like I'm living in a different world where things seem to have limitations. Suddenly there would just seem to be no limits. And it's like, what's going on? And then I did some research, which is kind of what I do, and discovered that there's some serious cosmic energy coming into the planet right now. These big waves that are bringing in new energy. So the universe is clearing out the limitation. The universe is supporting us to get in touch with our desires, our dreams, and in a way that is grounded and rooted, and they can actually take effect by showing us the things that need to be dealt with so that we actually can have those. So, yeah, now's the time. So my colleague and I, Sheila Haidt, as we were talking about all this, we realized, look, let's put something together to support people in this, because it feels like it really is a profound time to jump in the stream of where things are going so that things can move more quickly. So we created a free workshop seminar that we're going to be giving online this Thursday evening in the US, Thursday, January the 10th, called Align with Your Deepest Desires, Steer the Elevating Energies of 2019. So I put a link in the description of this post on where you can find information about that. And if you can't be there for when we're actually doing it, register anyway, because then you'll get the link afterwards of the replay, and you can go through. This is going to be, we're going to be giving you information, but there's understanding the astrology. So like in my example, you can frame what's happening to you from a perspective that's supportive and helpful. We're going to walk you through a process of getting in touch with that place of deeper desire in yourself so that you can get more clear for yourself on what's actually bubbling up from within you that's looking to be created. And we'll give you our 5-dimensional system in order to actually create that, to actually create it and bring it into existence. So check that out and just register and be there. And if you can't be there, make sure you take a look at the replay, because this isn't just blah, blah, blah. We set this up to really be like a workshop that you're actually, from the time you start till the time you end, you start and end up in different places. And the place that you end up in afterwards is a much better place, because you're clearer for yourself and you know what to do with what's happening to you internally, and you know how to create what it is that you want. So I invite you to join Sheila Haidt and I as we offer a perspective that is empowering and creates this situation where you can take advantage of what the universe seems to be handling us on a silver platter right now. But we can only accept that gift if we're there with our hands outstretched to accept it. So please join us. And I love you. I believe in you. I believe in that desire that is trying to make itself known to you, that desire that maybe you already know but don't know how to bring into fruition, that desire that you already know and maybe you do know a little bit how to bring into fruition and you're just scared to death. I know all those places, and there is a way out. And come and listen to what we have to say. Come and walk through this process and have an amazing 2019. So much love to you, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Bye for now.